Hey, what's up guys? Pan the Organizer here. So you can see my vehicle, Porsche Cayenne S Coupe, and it's all clean. We have the wipers in a service position right now. Why? We fully polished the hydro that was on there from C6 Ceramics because we have something new today that we're going to apply. So you probably recognize him, Ivan LaCroix from DIY Detail and C6 Ceramics. Ivan, how are you?
Great, yourself, man.
I'm absolutely doing well because we're doing something new today. I can see here a product that I haven't seen yet, part of the C6 Ceramics. This is hydro glass. What is that? I'm sure a lot of people are wondering.
Well, as the name suggests, because I'm not into complicated names, hydro glass is for your windows, for your glass, for your windshield. A high performance coating that is more wear resistant and designed specifically to bond to windows.
So for people to know, we applied the C6 Ceramics Hydro on the entire exterior. So the plastics, the lights, the paint, the glass, all the trim. And of course it does work well on glass too. However, with friction over time, it could potentially remove that. Or if you want something even higher performance that is glass specific, that's why your chemist developed this, right?
Right, and when we did your car, this wasn't quite ready yet, but now it is. That's why I came back.
What's new about this as you're doing the unboxing?
So the formula is specifically designed for glass. It has the detonated nano diamonds in it, but the polysilazane, silicon nitride, silicon carbide, and SiO2, silicon dioxide are a little different in proportions to maximize the glass. And also the carrier solvent is different to act differently for the windows. So when we're putting this on, it actually takes 15 minutes for it to dry before we wipe it off.
So a slightly different application, which we're gonna see.
Yeah.
What did we do to prep the windshield? Because obviously we had the C6 Ceramics Hydro on there before.
Right. We polished the window with the gold standard polish from DIY, then wiped it off with a rinseless wash, and finally did the panel prep on it. You don't want to use the C6 app on your glass for this. You want to use the DIY panel prep.
So no adhesion promoter polish?
No.
And just the panel prep, so isopropyl alcohol based to remove anything that was on there, get the glass squeaky clean. So there's nothing left on here currently. And we're going to show the application of it. I'm sure it's just as easy as C6 because Ivan doesn't like complicated things, guys.
No, I don't do hard.
It's a professional grade coating, but it's easy to apply. Is this going to be available to C6 installers only?
We're still debating that, but more than likely it will be publicly available.
So guys, if you want it to be publicly available, drop a comment in the comment section. Ivan always reads the comments, and if people are interested, well, this is obviously going to help. So how do you prime the pad?
So I put about 5 drops on here.
Okay.
And we apply it in a circular motion, but we want to make sure to box everything in.
So circular motion, and you said on this one, we're not to expect the rainbowing effect, right? It's going to be more of a haze.
Yeah, it's going to go to a white haze.
So you apply it and you leave it for 15 minutes, you said?
Roughly around 15 minutes. Depending on the humidity and the temperature, it will vary.
So in this scenario here, we are at 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit and just about 50% of humidity. So we're in a controlled environment. What is the range of temperatures people can apply this in?
50 or 10, 50 Fahrenheit, 10 Celsius at the low end. And if you can stand it, it can stand it at the high end.
Okay, so is this something you would recommend against doing in direct sunlight?
Yes.
So try to do it in the shade on a cool surface?
Right.
Perfect. By the way, if you guys haven't seen this while Ivan is applying on the windshield, if it's not out yet, it's probably already out on the channel, the 1 month update of the C6 Hydro. It is doing absolutely crazy. You guys probably saw the hydrophobic properties are the best I've seen of any coating I've applied, by the way.
So I've added another 2 drops
to
do this side. The 30 milliliter bottle will do roughly around 10 windshields.
So that's a lot of glass. Do you have an idea of what the price will be?
No.
Okay, so you're still gonna, guys, if you wanna have a good price, again, drop a comment in the comment section. Let's try and influence this. But note that you're getting super high quality stuff. If you want the quality, and the reason why some people were potentially shocked by the price of the C6 Hydro Light and Hydro coatings, however, they have to know that what goes into it is how long it takes to produce and the quality of the raw materials, right?
Exactly. We get a lot of people that, when we're developing the C6 saying, oh, I want the best that I can have. I want a coating that the professionals have. Well, with C6 Hydrolite, you have the coating that professionals have, and unfortunately, you have the price that goes with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can't have it all for $10.
No.
So now we can already see the haze that you were talking about. So this is what you're looking for. And then 15 minutes and you come back for the wipe off. Is wipe off simple on this?
Yes. It's like wiping off dust.
So would you use just a 2-towel wipe off method?
Just one. Just
One
a
towel.
low nap towel is all you need.
So just like you do for leveling your coating, for example, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna let those 15 minutes go by and we're gonna come back to wipe it off. All right, guys, so 15 minutes have gone by. We're ready to wipe off. So,
Yep.
Ivan, you said this is going to be easy.
How's that?
Wow. So just like leveling and wiping the C6 Hydro coating or the Hydrolite, they made everything very easy. So 15 minutes is a minimum, but you said you can leave it on there before wiping for up to 48 hours?
I wouldn't say 48 hours, but you can leave it an hour or two
hour
if you
or two.
want. It's not going to change anything.
And then once you're done wiping, what's the cure time on it?
Give it 1 hour before getting it wet.
And you can drive off in the elements.
Yep.
So same thing like the paint coating.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Do we have an expected durability in terms of months or kilometers, or how does it work with the glass?
Unfortunately, no. So glass coatings are extremely variable. How do you wash your car? Do you drive in the rain? Does it rain where you are? Does it rain every day? Does it rain once a week? Does it rain once a month? When it rains, do you still use your wipers? Do you not use your wipers? So there's way too many variables to give a lifetime or an estimate on a ceramic coating for glass.
For glass. And for those who are wondering, sometimes when you apply a glass coating or anything to protect the glass, some might notice that there's what we call wiper juddering or wiper skipping. Now, is that an issue with the coating? Is that a problem with the wipers themselves? Is it because your wiper blades are dirty? What's your take on that?
That's a mechanical issue with the vehicle that's easy to fix. So if we take a glass like this and your wiper, if your wiper is perpendicular to the glass, then with friction on the glass, because now we've removed all the friction, but if you have friction, your blade, as it's going in one direction, bends over, and when it switches over, it goes the other direction.
Yes.
Now, if your wiper arm is slightly twisted, and let's say your wiper is like this, so when it's going up, it's fine, everything's good. When it's going down, now that you've taken the friction away, instead of it bending over, if it has too much of an angle, then it just judders across. So all you have to do is take your wiper arm and bend it so that your blade is actually 90 degrees to your window.
So you're talking about this portion here?
Yes.
And to make sure that it's a 90-degree, because sometimes, especially in environments like we have in Montreal, Canada with winters, if your wiper blades get stuck with some ice, obviously when you start the blades, if you haven't fully de-iced your windshield, then it could start bending the arm. Is that what you're kind of
Correct,
hinting
yeah.
at? Okay.
So the arm bends, and now your wiper blade is no longer 90 degrees to the window. It's at a slight angle. Going up, it'll be fine. Most people have wiper juddering. It's only in one direction.
Yes.
And if it's only in one direction, it's because your wiper blade is bent. And the way that it's smooth, that means it's bent that way. So you need to bend it in the opposite direction.
So because we're adding less friction, because we're making the surface slicker with the coating,
Yeah.
that makes the wiper blade judder, because if it's not in a perfect 90-degree angle, then on its way back down, for example, it's going to start skipping because that blade didn't have the full time to tilt in one way or another.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so that makes sense. So it's not an issue with the coating itself, although sometimes we do notice that with some coatings, the wiper judder is more, let's say, obvious than with
Yes.
some others.
The less friction you have on the glass, the more judder
You're going
you
to
risk
have.
having.
Okay, makes
But
sense.
if you make your wipers, again, perpendicular or 90 degrees to the window, you won't have any wiper juddering going up or down.
Perfect. Let's have a look at the hydrophobic properties or the water behavior. So I inserted this clip. I filmed this one day after the application. So as you can tell, the hydrophobics are insane. The water just dances off the glass. Very tight and round water beads, and the water is super quick to sheet off. Just look at that. And that's just with the gravity. So when you'll be driving in rainy conditions with the help of the wind speed, the water is just going to roll off and beat off the glass, and you're going to have increased safety and visibility while driving in rainy conditions or inclement weather. Again, just look at the water is dancing off that surface. So it's even better now, the performance on glass, thanks to the Hydro Glass, a glass specific coating. And if we're looking at the windshield itself, very minimal water left just by gravity, and whatever droplets are there are very round and very tight. So you look at this with the leaf blower, it just takes a few seconds and boom, the glass is clean and dry. So it's going to make the cleaning of the glass much easier. Dirt and bugs and all that stuff is going to stick less to the surface and make your cleaning easier. And look at that, the glass is already dry. And for maintenance of this product now on the windshield, is it the same as the paint? Technically, no toppers needed?
No toppers needed. Just keep it clean. And when it starts to rain, pull the windshield washer, get a little liquid on there to clean, so your windshield washer fluid, to clean the road film off of the glass. Then the coating will perform better and you won't need your wipers.
Obviously, that's a good tip. And also too, people need to note that just like paint, the more friction that's on there, that's what abrades the coatings themselves. So on the glass, the same thing. The point of having a glass coating is to reduce the use of your wipers. So when you're driving in the rain, let the force of the wind just drive the water molecules off the windshield.
Exactly.
So less wiper use, and you'll have more longevity and durability of your wiper. So this looks amazing, and it does feel super slick to the touch. When you see, even the towel just slides over like that. But just feeling this, yeah, that's good. It's going to be nice to see in the future maintenance washes. You guys are going to see how, of course, it performs over time, and I'm expecting nothing but the best, I mean. So Ivan, thanks. And this, guys, leave a comment in the comment section down below if you want it to be available for the public as well. C6 Hydro Glass. Look at that. I'll leave all the information in the description. And of course, Ivan, thanks again for being on the show.
Thank you.
Showing us this new tech, and there's more things to come. Can you give us a slight preview of the two products that are in the works for C6 as far as maintenance is concerned?
So we have C6 Mist, which is our drying aid, rinse aid, however you want to look at it. It can be used like quick beads. It can be used as like ceramic gloss to either dry with a towel or blow dry and rinse off, your choice. And we also have a soap coming.
So interesting. Well, you'll of course see them on the channel eventually.
Yeah.
So thank you for all of this. And guys, all the info in the description under the video. Keep it tight, keep it clean, and we'll see you on the next one.